I'm so excited to be live over here on YouTube. So if you are a part of my community, been here for a while, I always upload videos on Sundays, new full-length videos, but I wanted to pop on today because we're celebrating something very exciting. So let's just hang out and chat, and I'll share some more. I just made a little tea, like dandelion root tea with some pep rally in it. Just to have a little afternoon pick-me-up because it has been a busy, long day. I did my leg and booty workout today and moved for week 4 of our Spring Slim Down Challenge. And we also have a core focus this week, so I've been adding in extra core work just to lock it up in here. But hi, you guys. I'm trying to see where, there you go. Hi, HJ. As you guys pop on here, feel free to drop a comment, ask a question. I just want to chat and check in and kind of share some of the new exciting things going on and share some news. You may have seen this if you watched my video yesterday, because I shared it at the end of my new morning routine. And also, I'd love to get your guys' thoughts if you did watch that video. It's a very different style routine than what I've done in the past, and I kind of just want to see if you liked it. I wanted to share kind of more of the nitty gritty and just like get to the point of what is helpful in the morning routine versus just making it like all pretty. So hopefully you guys like that. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely go watch it. Joyful said, I love your grocery hauls. Thank you. I actually am filming another one this week for you. That'll be out in a couple weeks probably. HJ, how do you get rid of belly fat? I'll get to that in just a second. Good evening. Hi. Okay, so belly fat. I wish, you guys, I wish that you could just magically spot reduce. Like you could say, oh, I have too much fat on my arms or too much on my belly. How do I get rid of that fat? And honestly, you just can't. It's not a specific spot. It's overall body fat, and you're going to lose it from those areas. Sometimes your belly is like the last place to go. It's the first place you notice it when you gain weight, and it's like the last one to get rid of as you lean out. But it really comes down to your total body fat. So you can do exercises that are gonna help strengthen those areas, create more muscle definition, so that as you lose the body fat, you will have a better looking physique, you'll have more definition, you'll have more tone, right? But to lose the body fat is the key. And so overall body fat in your body, everyone's body is gonna lose it in different areas faster than others. You may want it gone in your belly first and it goes out of your arms and your butt first, and you're like, cool. But at the end of the day, it's total body fat. So that just really comes down to being in a caloric deficit. I hate talking about calories so much because I don't want to stress people out. I know I lived in that like calorie crazy counting world, and my mindset was just in a really unhealthy place at that time. And I think for a long time I blamed it on the counting of the calories, but actually it was just my mindset wasn't right. My head wasn't in the right place, so I wasn't in a healthy place to focus on calories or the scale or anything. And that's okay. I was able to lose 45 pounds without doing that. Now, as a nutritionist and as a certified personal trainer, the science, I understand the importance of those things, and I build my plans with that in mind to help make it easy for you guys. You don't have to stress about it, but really if you are trying to lose fat, it comes down to like paying attention and making sure that you actually are in that caloric deficit. You're moving your body and you're eating well, and that fat will come off. It's just the science. Hi, hello everyone. All right, so I just want to pop on because I haven't done a live on YouTube in a minute. I love doing my videos every Sunday for you guys. Ryan and I actually just filmed a second episode. If you saw the one we did together, that was just kind of like more podcast style, chatting, answering questions about our relationship and weight loss and all of those things. And the amount of you that were like, you need to do this, like make this a thing, make it a podcast. You've said that over years, and I was like, I'm never gonna make a podcast. But we decided to do it for fun. So we filmed another one. Those are just gonna be extra videos. So I'll still have my videos every single Sunday. But we'll have some extra ones too, where him and I kind of just open up about everything and share our life and relationship and nutrition and all the things and answer all the questions. Arabella, I hope I said that right. Arabella, howdy, I love your videos. They've helped me so much. Thank you for sharing your story and how it changed you life, how you changed your life. I'm so happy they've helped you. Thank you for saying that. That really means a lot to me because it wasn't easy getting started sharing my journey and like being vulnerable. And even still, like there's so much to say and so much to do, and everyone's experience is going to be unique, but I think there's a lot that across the board will be true. There's some stuff that comes down to the science, and there's some stuff that's like we're all girls, and so there's going to be similarities in how our bodies react and how things change and what works and what doesn't. So I'm really glad it's helped with you and your story too. Lucy said, what does protein do? So our body needs 3 major foods: proteins, carbs, and fats. Those are our macronutrients. Then there's micronutrients, like all the vitamins and minerals we need to function and feel our best, right? But at the end of the day, we have to have protein, fats, and carbs for our body to work the way it needs to work. So protein does a couple of different things. Really is like the building block to our muscles. I mean, beyond all of the benefits for our brain and cardiovascular health, metabolic health, protein itself is going to help us build lean muscle mass, which is wildly important for our body function, especially as we age, to be able to maintain a healthy weight, to be able to be mobile, and as simple as getting up and walking around, we need protein for that. And so really the recommended, especially if you're working out, is about 1 gram of protein per pound of body fat, or kind of your goal weight. So if you're like 200 pounds and you know a healthier weight for you is going to be more in a 140, 150 pound weight, then you might be wanting to eat closer to like 150 grams of protein. If you're someone who weighs 130 pounds, you should be getting about 130 grams protein a day. It's going to help you maintain that lean muscle mass and everything else that we need to really be at an optimal amount of protein. You guys need to react to the video of your Q&A before parenting about how you thought you would parent. So fun to watch how you guys now, because I feel like your answers are way different. Oh, really? Okay, maybe we'll watch that tonight. That's funny. We probably should watch it back. There's one thing that actually in the video that we just filmed together yesterday, one thing that I brought up that was from that Q&A that I do remember distinctively, that we said, well, at least I still don't do this. So that was good. But we should watch it back. Maybe we'll do it tonight and have a laugh and just see. We'll like film a reaction. That would be funny. Okay, so if you guys have any questions about your nutrition, about your workouts, about life, anything, drop them in the comments while we're live and we can hang out. And I want to just answer questions that are going to be helpful for you and have this like face-to-face, close as we can get time to be able to share that. But I also wanted to share that Bloat Be Gone is here. So if you have been following along for a while, if you've been watching my videos, you know this is something I've been working on for about 1.5 years. I'm so excited to actually be able to share it with you and for you girls to try it. So I have IBS, I have hypothyroidism, I'm a certified personal trainer, sports nutritionist. I've gone through a lot and I've tried a lot of different products over the years, especially to help with my digestion, because healthy foods, broccolis, kales, cauliflowers, apples sometimes are hard for me to digest. Like I eat them and I'm like, ugh, like I just feel that heaviness, kind of like rock in your belly feeling. And then let alone when you want to go out and have a fun night out and you're like, I want to have a burger and fries or a cocktail or a pizza or whatever. And then you're just like kind of in pain, right? So I've dealt with a lot of digestive issues, a lot of constipation, all the things. So this is not for constipation, although there are some benefits, but like this is going to help you on a daily basis break down fats, carbs, and proteins. I just got done saying those are like the 3 main food groups. Those are the 3 main things we need to be consuming. We need them all, but they can be hard to digest, especially if you're someone like me that has any type of digestive issue, autoimmune, IBS, like anything like that going on. You could go through every day, no matter how healthy you're eating, still kind of being like, oh, when I eat lunch, I feel like kind of funny, whatever. So Bloat Be Gone is here. It's our first capsule we've ever done, so you don't have to worry about if you're gonna like the flavor or not. It is our first capsule. You take 2 capsules. It's a 30-day serving. They're vegan capsules. This is a all-natural blend of digestive enzymes. So you have amylase, protease, why can't I say? Hold on, I'm mixing up my letters. Lipase, bromelain, and papain. So bromelain and papain are from pineapple and papaya, and those are like some of the best natural digestive enzymes. If you were to ask me like, what's one food I could eat that's gonna help my digestion? Papaya and pineapple all day long. So those extracts are in here as well, those digestive enzymes in that blend. And then there's slippery elm bark, licorice root, peppermint, turmeric, dandelion root, ginger root, and lemon balm. So these are all things that help improve digestion, that help reduce bloating, help with reducing inflammation, and they're gonna help ease the digestion as well. So if you are someone who just deals daily with kind of feel a little bloated, kind of feel a little puffy, maybe you have some inflammation, maybe you have some water retention all the time, Bloat Be Gone is going to be your new daily best friend. And if you're the girl who's like, I don't normally feel like uncomfortable or bloated or like I have any issues, but ooh, when I go get that burger, it really like hits, that's like you can take it on the spot for those moments too. So I wanted to make something where it was like just an easy, gentle, daily digestive enzyme blend to support your digestion and reduce bloating and help like mitigate water retention. But then also have something strong where like it's strong enough that if you're going to have the extras that you know are gonna make you a little bloaty bloat, they can help reduce that bloating. So I love it because it's so natural. Like it's just, like I said, digestive enzymes from pineapple and papaya and things like the slippery elm bark and lemon balm. And the dandelion root is incredible, especially if you have that water retention around PMS time. These are things that are all like separately things I've taken over the years, but together they're so amazing at helping you just feel good on the daily. And the last thing I wanna say, because I think it's super, super important, of course, there are other products out in the universe that are for bloating or for digestion, but, and I've tried a lot of them, and a lot of them are fine. Some you feel, some you don't, whatever, right? Everyone's body's gonna be different. Your diet's gonna be different. Certain things you might really notice it, other times you might not, whatever. My point is, a lot of them out there have probiotics. And while probiotics are amazing for helping promote healthy bacteria in the gut, that's great, probiotics are great. The problem is, certain strains of probiotics can really cause bloating in a lot of people. So if you've ever taken a probiotic and you're like, I feel more bloated, I feel puffy, you're not crazy. It is totally normal for that to happen. Sometimes after a while your body adjusts and sometimes it doesn't. So if you've been taking a probiotic and you're like, I'm supposed to take this, but like I don't feel good taking it, there's probably not the right strand for you. So that's why I did not put probiotics in this blend, because the goal is to not be bloated, not to put something in there that's going to potentially make you bloat. So yes, while there's others available, this one is a proprietary blend we worked on for about 1.5 years, so that it's something you can take every single day. You can also take it on those occasions that you know you're gonna be like going a little extra indulgent, and it's going to really help reduce that water retention, help with the puffing, help break down the fats, the proteins, and the carbs. You can actually digest them better. And then it's also going to help you so that you don't get any of those things that you might find in some other products, like probiotics, which again are great, but like, it's just not for everyone, and not every strand works for everyone. So that's one thing we try to avoid. Okay, I'm trying to read through the comments. There's a lot, so I'm gonna scroll back for a second. I didn't want to ignore you guys. I just wanted to make sure I shared all of that for anyone who just hopped on recently. Okay, do you recommend when you're down with allergies? So I always feel like the biggest thing is like you genuinely have to be honest about if you're like, I just don't feel great, but like I could do it, or like I really need to rest. For me, allergies is one of those things, unless like I like literally can't open my eyes, whatever, I'm gonna go do something. I'll do some abs, I'll do a walk, maybe I'll do some strength training. Unless I feel really nauseous or I'm having serious trouble breathing, of course then don't work out. But if I'm just like, ugh, like allergies have like got me, I don't feel great, I will still work out personally. There's no reason not to work out during that time, because it's not like your health is impaired in the normal way of if you had like a virus or something that your body really just needs to rest. So that's me personally. Maddie said, please do, it'd be so funny. Okay, we'll see if we can get to it tonight or sometime soon. Ryan and I probably really should watch that again now that we're almost 2.5 years in, which is crazy. So crazy. I was scrolling when I found you. Hi, hello, welcome, I'm glad you're here. All right, what else, you guys? I'm trying to include strength training in my beach workouts and find what can I do that is basic. I'm a hypo girl as well. Okay, I love that you're doing beach workouts. That's fun. So all of the workouts in the Move app, if you haven't downloaded Move yet, are, especially the beginner level, are a lot of body weight or simple like dumbbells, but you can do body weight for a lot of them. So thinking of things like squats, step ups on the wall, like if you're talking about being outside of the beach somewhere, if you have like kind of a knee height-ish wall, you can do step ups or a bench, something like that. Lunges, you could do single leg, right? Little Bulgarian split squats on a bench or something. You got push-ups, all of the basic kind of like traditional functional training exercises, like those are the like key in general. You can do those, a handful of 10 exercises probably, and do progressive overload as you gain strength and never have to change that much. So if you do the Move app, you'll see like there's a lot of similar exercises as you go from week to week. That's intentional, because really the best way to get the best results is to repeat something, whatever those motions are in the strength training, not in like don't cycle every day. That's not the same thing. But if you're strength training and focusing on progressive overload, so each week trying to do a few more reps, trying to add more weights if you're using weights or resistance bands, in some way tracking your strength increasing each session is really the key there. Okay, do you think being postpartum affects your hormones and health? I got a blood test done, it's way different from last year and habits are the same except I had a baby 4 months ago. Oh, Tanya, girlfriend, postpartum is wild with your hormones and your health. Yes, yes, yes. So studies have shown, and the research says, it can take about 2 years, two years. So I just crossed this threshold a few months ago. It can take about 2 years for your hormones to kind of get back level set to where they were before you had your baby or before pregnancy. But then you have to consider throughout that time, you're also getting older. Now they're saying perimenopause starts at like age 34 for women. So like, this is wild, right? So you have to think things are like always changing on top of it. So it is completely normal that you might feel really different. Your blood test might be different. Your hormones, your ability to lose fat, build muscle, those things might have adapted and changed some. And you're gonna have to kind of be patient and play around with it. But especially 4 months after having a baby, it's still so fresh. And if you're breastfeeding, it's a completely different game. So be patient with yourself and know that it is very normal that things will feel weird postpartum for quite a while. I said this, and I told Ryan this, I constantly felt like, I was like, oh, like, okay, like I'm feeling better. But honestly, until about 2 years, which is funny, knowing the thing about hormones, I still felt like, at 2 years, something clicked back in my brain. Like I feel like my brain started working again at the level it did pre-baby. Like during pregnancy it was like at a high level, but your like nature biology, your brain like changes when that baby comes, and it's split into so many different places all the time. And so I felt like with work and everything else, like it was for 2 years almost like really a struggle to try to feel like I was giving 100% to everything. And then around that 2 year mark, I don't know, something kind of switched and I'm like, oh wow, I feel like I can think again. Like I feel like I actually am creative and smart again. Okay, here we go. And then my brain kind of came back, which is great. Okay, I need help with cravings and eating just because I want to taste something good. So cravings are very normal. but they only come because we are consuming that thing. It's that dopamine response in our brain from the sugar or whatever is in it. So the only thing I can tell you to help you, and I wish it was an easier or maybe like fluffier, nicer thing, but really it comes down to like, you have to stop having it. You have to like care enough to say like, I don't want this to be who I am. I don't want food to own me and me feel like weak and like I can't control myself around certain things. Like, I don't want that. This is the talk I had to have with myself and still do at times. That's not who I want to be. So I have to make this decision, even though it sucks and it's hard and it's like you have this like internal battle, but I have to make that decision because I am stronger than that, and it's just food. And it'll still be there another time, but I want to be able to have control and make that choice, not feel like I'm like, you guys know, like this, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like this like pull on you, like physically, it's crazy. And I know it well, but like, we got to just rip the Band-Aid, got to rip it. And the more you increase your protein and healthy fats too, that's gonna help mitigate those cravings in general. It's gonna help you feel more satiated and balance out your hormones so you don't have those big spikes also. Daniela, can I take a probiotic? Can I take Bloat Be Gone? Yes, 100%, because there is no probiotic in Bloat Be Gone. So probiotic specifically is going to be helping with your good gut bacteria. It's all about the bacterias. Bloat Be Gone, we did not put the probiotic in because like I said, a lot of like bloaty products, or anti-bloating products have probiotics, but the wrong probiotic can actually make you really bloated. So depending on the person, that's gonna be different. We intentionally did not put probiotics in here. It's digestive enzymes and other herbal supplements, or like herbs, to help reduce bloating. So it's gonna help with water retention, it's gonna help with digestion, breaking down those fats and carbs and protein. So it just makes it easier for you to digest whatever you're eating, whether that is like a burger and fries or broccoli and kale salad. It's just gonna help daily with that digestion. And then it's a great, like when you're like, oh, I know I'm gonna be going a little crazy this weekend, you can have them on hand. And also we have the bundle that we did for launch. This actually, oh wait, I have my real one. Hold on. I literally got it in the mail today. I forgot I got it. So the bundle, we have the little travel. This is a Cadence capsule. So if you know the brand Cadence, they make these amazing travel, different size kind of like containers like this. They're super high quality, premium, and they all magnetize together. So you could like stack them if you get more than one. So you can put anything in them, but it fits 10 Bloat Be Gone perfectly. So you can actually get a bundle today on Love Sweat Fitness where you get both of them. And you guys, here's the fun news. If you're getting Bloat Be Gone today, you'll be entered to win dinner on me. So I'm gonna be buying a handful of you dinner. I'm gonna find out your favorite kind of like guilty pleasure DoorDashable restaurant. We're gonna send you DoorDash. And this is not sponsored by DoorDash. It just seems like the most logical, easy thing to do since you guys live all over the country and all over the world. And it's gonna be a great chance for you to really test out your Bloat Be Gone, but really just a way for us to say thank you for supporting us on launch day. Launching a new product after working on it for 1.5 years is really scary. Because you're like, I'm super excited. We've invested 1.5 years of time and money and all these things to develop it and work with like the best formulators. But then you're like, but like you guys have to love it. So hopefully you love it as much as we love it. Girls have been obsessed with it. All my girlfriends have been using it. My family's been using it. We've had friends and friends and friends testing it out. Most women have said that like when they're taking it in a bloaty situation, so on the daily, if you take it with your regular food, you're just gonna feel better. You're not gonna get that like knot in your stomach from eating your kale salad at lunch. But if you're going out or if you feel bloated already and you take it, if you're having any like PMSy bloat or just like life bloat, most people have said it takes about 30 minutes for them to like really be like, oh, actually I don't feel that way anymore. And you kind of just notice not feeling icky anymore. So anyway, if you buy it today, it's the last chance to be entered to win that giveaway of us buying you dinner. It's gonna be available all week. The other good thing is if you buy it today, you'll probably have it by this weekend, which will be awesome. Just in time. Okay, I'm gonna keep scrolling. Oh, Maddie said the video, my biggest fear about getting pregnant. I can't wait to watch. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch it. That's too funny. I said, thank you, Katie, for working on this and bringing it to us. I was literally crying the other night from bloating. Can't wait to get it. Congratulations. Oh, wow. Thank you. I'm sorry that you were crying. I know how emotional this journey can be. I know the days and the times that like you just feel like, I don't want to say broken, but you do. Like that's how I'd feel at times. Like I'd feel like I was broken or something wrong with me, or like I just like so uncomfortable in my own skin. And I don't want any woman to feel that way. And there's so many different factors that go into that. But if there's something little that we can do that might help, like if something like this can help at least reduce that a little bit, help you be a little bit more comfortable, like that's amazing. And I'm so happy that I can be a part of it. I'm excited for you to try it too. Okay. Keep scrolling. 16 months postpartum and hormones are still crazy. Yep. Patty said, I'm not losing weight doing the workouts and doing my nutrition. All right, Patty. So obviously I don't know exactly what your workouts or your nutrition look like. I will just say two things. One, I think it's always good if you feel like you are doing everything right. Write down, I actually did a TikTok about this the other day. Take a day, maybe two, and I want you to write down everything that goes in your mouth. Because I think what we find, and don't filter what you eat or do because you know you're writing it down, but what you find is there's a lot of little extras. Like I find myself doing this sometimes too. It's like a handful of crackers there, an extra whatever there, a few bites of Luke's thing here. And it like in the moment doesn't seem like much. But those can add up to like hundreds of extra calories a day that you don't need that sneak in, especially with sauces and stuff. So I always like to like tell clients, like in the past when I was doing one-on-one trainings, be like, just write it down. Take a day or two. And again, don't filter yourself. Just pay attention and write it down, write it down, write it down. And there's probably a lot of little things that might sneak in. So it's a great place to start because you can kind of see, oh, wait, if I just didn't do that and like paid more attention, then maybe that would be a huge change. And also I think a lot of the times there's studies that show like we underestimate our calories by 50%. So we might think we're really in a caloric deficit, but like I was saying, all these little extras, extra olive oil, a little bit of extra dressing here, it can really add up to like hundreds of calories, which then maybe just keep you at maintenance. So you're not gaining weight, but you're not losing weight. And at the end of the day, like intuitive eating, I saw someone talking about, is amazing. If you know what your body needs and you've gotten to a place where you really can make sure you're fueling your body so that you're healthy and strong, you're getting your nutrients, and you're in a healthy body weight that you're good with, whatever that is, right? But intuitive eating, until you understand all that and really know and get to that point, isn't going to be really beneficial for most people to actually drop fat. So if you do the meal plans I've written, I did them based on general macros and calories that will be effective for most women to be able to lose fat. And most women that do the plans lose 5 to 15, some even more in the 20s, 30s, 40 pounds, right? But it's being in a caloric deficit. At the end of the day, I know we hate it, like we hate talking about it, and we don't want to be like rigid and strict, but if you are in a caloric deficit, your body will drop weight. It's just the science and basic of it. And if you are like, hey, I'm in a caloric deficit, 100%, 100%. I've been in one, I track it, I know it, and there's still like, you're not dropping weight, then I definitely would recommend talking to a doctor because something major would be going on in that case. Or, metabolic adaptation, you'd have to like adjust your calories again a bit. But at the end of the day, like if you're in a true caloric deficit, meaning you're eating less and moving more than what you're consuming, your body will drop weight. I wish there was more. It's the science of it. Okay. Drop to follow. When's the last time? Okay. Wow, there are some wild comments, YouTube. Does biotin help hair growth? It can, but here's one thing that people don't know about biotin. It actually can also cause acne. So I can't take, like, I forget the amount I can have and be okay, but most like hair supplements that have biotin in them, I can't take because I will break out. So it can be helpful, but the research even on that is like, so. So some other things that actually can be really good for hair, just as a side note, obviously like marine collagen. So the natural beauty blend that we have is really great for hair, skin, and nails, and your gut health and everything. It has an amazing prebiotic in it, but prebiotic, not pro. Anyway, also vitamin D is really good for your hair, and a lot of women are very deficient in vitamin D. So that's something to check. And then doing a hair mask, like either a coconut oil, or I really like doing like a castor oil kind of into the roots, like once a week, can be really great too. Yes, okay. Hi. Okay, if your metabolism is slow, if you feel like it is, like, girls, I've thought and believed all the things. I used to think I was big boned. I used to think like my metabolism was just slow, all of this stuff. So your metabolic rate can change depending if you've been in like a crazy caloric deficit for years and years and really long amount of time. You may have messed up your metabolism a bit, but once you start eating at a healthy weight or like healthy caloric intake again, our bodies are so resilient, like it'll adapt and adjust. So slow metabolism is like not really a super common thing actually. And even as we age now, they're showing like perimenopause, menopause, like that's not really the thing. It's lack of lean body mass that actually causes some of that visceral fat gain. Anyway, we won't get into all that today, but yes, if you're feeling like your metabolism's slow, then you probably should increase your calories some, get more active, and you'll see a lot of change happen because our metabolisms want to work for us. Jacqueline, hi. I recently discovered your videos, so helpful and insightful. Thank you. So happy you're here. I wish I could do my workouts, but I have a broken hip, 6 months to come back. Ugh. I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm glad you're a subscriber. I know that it can be so hard. I think that's something important, right? For anyone who is able to exercise and work out that feels at those times like, oh, like I don't want to do it, whatever, you're not feeling it. There's someone else who is like wishing they could get in a training session, wishing they could just go for a walk, right? So I think we take it for granted so often, and we get so hyper fixated on certain physique goals, which is not bad to have those physique goals that you want to work toward. But I think really at the baseline, thinking about your exercise as something that you do just as part of your hygiene. You floss and brush your teeth, you take a shower, we have to eat, we have to take care of our bodies, right? We just think that they're gonna continue to work for us all the time and just be great without actually fueling them or moving them. We put good gas in our car, we get our cars washed, we keep them clean, we do all these things to maintain this stuff, but we forget about this like one body that we have. So forget about all the physique stuff. If you look at it from that perspective and that lens of just like, oh wait, this is just hygiene, like this is just taking care of my body like I do all these other things, I think it helps kind of shift the perspective a little bit. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry, I know it's frustrating when you're someone who wants to be moving and are limited by a physical issue at the time. So hopefully you will get better soon and you'll be able to be on the move. In the meantime, nutrition is going to be super important just to help with your balance of your hormones, with maintaining a healthy weight, everything like that. Bye, baby. Have fun. Okay, so Shelby is talking about hormonal issues and menopause. So there's actually a lot of new research that shows what I was just saying, where it's actually not about your metabolism slowing down. It's really about needing more strength training and obviously like the right diet. It's not like, there are shifts that happen at these different hormonal stages where your body is the way that it metabolizes is storing more visceral fat. but our metabolisms are still strong if we are doing things the way we need to be doing them to keep them going. So it still really does come down to the calories, but also making sure that we are strength training, that we're getting plenty of protein, we're getting the fish oils and the creatines that are going to be so beneficial, especially as you go into those like menopause and postmenopausal times. Okay, almost 5 months pregnant, and I get motivation. Hopefully, I think you're saying getting motivation from here. I love that. That's great. I'm so happy, and congratulations on your pregnancy. That's amazing. Sorry if I missed someone's question. They said they were asking something. Okay, do you have any tips to lose weight and get muscle? Yeah, so I actually, this specific year, since September, I guess, I've lost 5 pounds of body fat and gained 5 pounds of muscle. So did like a body recomp, really because I wanted to focus on gaining strength without gaining body fat. And normally if you're gonna be gaining muscle, you need to be in a caloric surplus, so eating more, but I wanted to stay like lean during that time. So the best thing you can do, it's gonna be the same across the board, but if you're trying to gain muscle and maybe lose fat at the same time, right? You wanna be in a caloric deficit, but it's not like a crazy caloric deficit. You're not eating like 1,000 calories or anything. So you just wanna be in a slight caloric deficit and continue to focus on that progressive overload. So again, if you're gonna be working out, if something's feeling super easy every single time you do it, that's not gonna change you. It's not gonna grow you. It's not gonna reshape you. So you have to really work on that progressive overload. So trying to go a little heavier, do a few more reps, whatever it is, it's pushing you to that edge where you feel like you only have 1 or 2 more in the tank if you really had to push it, but you stop. Like you just get to that point where you're like, if I do 1 more, I might pass out. You don't want to pass out. You don't want to get there. So you don't do that 1 more. You have like 1 or 2 in the tank. You could definitely do. Okay. Maddie, are all of your supplements nursing safe? I'm a nursing my 6-month-old, but would love to try. Also, do you use GC? Oh, awesome. That's cool. Okay, well, you can always send us an email for that part. So my doctor, personally, looked at all of our supplements because I was taking them during pregnancy and when I was breastfeeding. And for me, he approved everything. But I will say, when it comes to pregnancy and nursing, you should always consult your doctor because every woman is different. What your body is going through, any health issues, it's always so important. All of our products are super clean and natural ingredients. And I always think it's funny because, like, you know, you'll hear from people who are like drinking Diet Cokes and eating fast food and doing things, but are worried about like a plant protein that's really clean. I'm not saying that's you, just in general. But it's always a super good idea to check with your doctor and just make sure they're like, yeah, totally fine. But I personally did. So there was that, yes. Okay. My doctor literally told me I have no estrogen, no matter how much diet or exercise, will not lose weight, eat healthy, don't typically eat enough calories to stay or gain weight. So estrogen does dip a ton, obviously, as we age and as you go through that menopause and like post-menopausal time. So there are things obviously we can do to help improve the estrogen levels, different things that we're eating. Strength training is gonna be really important as part of that as well. If you haven't already, look up Dr. Stacy Sims. I love all of the research she's done, and she's really bringing a lot of this kind of to the forefront, especially when it comes to perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause times for women, which is really like basically 34 and on, things that we should be considering. And she's like a leading researcher in this, so she'd be able to speak more to it than I would, obviously. But there's a lot of like really good stuff, and she may have some really good advice for you too, so I would check over with her. Tips to gain weight. Yeah, you gotta eat more. If you're trying to gain, whether it's because you're at an unhealthy like low weight, or if you're trying to put on muscle like in a significant way, you just have to eat in a surplus. So you can go online and go to Google and look up your TDD, and you're gonna find out your total daily expenditure and see how many calories you basically burn in a day just existing. And if you're trying to gain weight, you need to eat more than that. And if you're trying to lose weight, you need to eat less than that. And it's kind of just an easy way to understand like where you should be. What you do after a workout also should, wait, what is that? Should you eat after a workout? What should you do after exercising? Should you eat after a workout? After exercising, you should absolutely do some stretching or foam rolling just to help with that muscle recovery and relaxation, help you stay mobile and flexible so that you're able to get into your next workout without any issues. I think we skip that. I'm guilty of this too so often. She's like, hey, workout's done. Bye. But it's such an important part of it. So take the time to do that. Always, always, always. And yes, I personally believe you're going to feel your best. Research shows like within 30 minutes, an hour even, ideally to get in proteins and carbs, because you're gonna be able to replenish your glycogen levels with those carbohydrates, which are very important post-workout. Don't skip the carbohydrates. And your protein to help with muscle recovery, muscle rebuilding, repairing. So when we work out, you're tearing those little muscle fibers. This is a good thing, in a healthy way. And they need to repair and rebuild, and that's how we grow our muscles. So you want that to happen, but you need to be nourishing your body to make sure you're able to have that happen. So take some time. I like to still do movement. So like, not just like go sit in a chair after you're done working out, stretch, foam roll, go for a light walk even afterwards. Get hydrated, make sure you're replenishing your electrolytes. So even just a little bit of sea salt in your water, or some electrolyte packets that don't have sugar in them. Something like that can be super helpful. And then obviously fueling yourself. Okay, let's do a couple more. And again, we're here for Bloat Be Gone today. So just launched today, Bloat Be Gone. This is our brand new de-bloating, depuffing, helping with inflammation capsule. It's the first time we've done a capsule. There's digestive enzymes and natural herbs that are gonna help reduce bloating, help you avoid it in the first place. And then if you have it going on, help reduce it as well. So it's just 2 of these little vegan capsules. And then these special Cadence little travel. Woo, are these fun? Like, yay. This fits 10 if you want to get the bundle. But if you order Bloat Be Gone today, then you can get entered to win dinner on me. So I'm going to be randomly picking a handful of you girls to send dinner to. I'm going to find your favorite kind of guilty pleasure restaurant, and dinner's going to be on me. And then you can kind of put it to the test. But like I said, it's really just a fun way to say thank you for supporting on launch day, because it is kind of scary launching a new product. You poured like 1.5 years into formulating it, into figuring it out, packaging it, doing all the things, and then you roll it out and you're like, I hope people like it. I hope people want it. And you know what it's done. Like, we know what it's done for us and all the girls that have tested it, but like, we want you to love it. And so it's just really, for us, is a way for us to say thank you for supporting on day 1. So thank you, girls. Okay. Any more questions? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. It's here. It's so exciting, you guys. There's so many girls who ordered yesterday. So if you're on my text club, which you guys, I'll put a link. I think there's one already in the, like, about me on YouTube. But if you join my text club, I'll send you any like deals and things that we have going on, any special sales. You guys always get early and first access, and you usually get a bigger percentage. So if you're in my text club, say we're doing like a site-wide sale for like 15% off, you usually will get like 20% off. So you always get like a better deal. But I also just send like fun stuff. We play games in there sometimes. I do Q&As, so you can just text me questions. And like literally anytime you just have a question, you can always text me and we'll text back. But yes. Okay, so one question I saw, can men take these? Yes, 100%. I know we market to the girls, like we put the pink because I want a pink bottle on my shelf and in my bag it's me. Like, this is for us. But Ryan takes these. Whenever we go out, I always have to make sure I have this full because he's always gonna want them. He doesn't take them as often during the day as I do because he doesn't really have any digestive issues or bloating issues, and he's a boy. He goes back, you know, whatever. Anyway, but I do. So he only really takes them like as needed if we're going out or we're ordering takeout or whatever. But then I take them daily, and then I also obviously take them when we go out too. Allison, yeah, so Allison, who, yes, like full transparency, she works at Love Sweat Fitness. She is our community manager. You all probably know her, but she is also the biggest like believer in this. She like came back after the first day of trying and was like, oh my gosh, you guys. And we're like, oh, I mean, yeah, like they're great, but she was like, it changed my life. So just know it's not just because she works here, but she absolutely loves them so well before or after meal. Yeah, and I think that's a good point, Allison, is like, even if you had the meal and you're like, didn't expect to feel bloated, or you did and you just forgot to bring them with you, you can take them after too, and they will help reduce the bloating. Yes. Okay, you guys, this has been so fun. I was gonna just pop on for like 15 minutes, and 46 minutes later, here we are. So anyway, I love you all. I'm so excited for you to try Bloat Be Gone. I'm so glad I got to answer some questions and like catch up and chat about life with you. So just know I'm always here. You can always drop a comment, try to get to all the comments, as many comments as we can on the videos every single week. And check over in the post channel on my page. It used to be called the community channel, now it just says post. I'm gonna be dropping this week's weekly giveaway winner later today, so you can see if it's you. So every week I do giveaways for my subscribers. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go hit the subscribe button and make sure you drop a comment each week. That is how you enter to win the weekly giveaways. And I'm gonna start doing something this summer that you are not gonna wanna miss when it comes to the giveaways, because they're just gonna get massive. Like, they've already been really good giveaways, but it's gonna get bigger this summer, and I'm excited to share with you guys soon. So anyway, I love you all. Have the best rest of your Monday, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.